My name is Will McPherson, and I'm going to walk you through the process of creating a virtual you utilizing YouTube and Google Hangouts on Air. To begin, we start within our district Gmail account. We need to start within our district Gmail account because that will actually link us to our district YouTube account. And that is accessible by selecting your Google Apps menu over here to the top right. And when you select that, you'll see that most of your apps will appear here, and should you scroll down a bit, you'll find YouTube here. Yours may be in a different position than mine. You may have to select more in some cases to make these bottom ones appear, but simply navigate to YouTube and select that icon. When you do, you will be redirected to a new tab and your YouTube homepage. You can see over here I have recommended videos, and typically these are just random videos that they promote. And over here I have my menu. I'm able to open and close this menu by selecting these three horizontal lines right here. And yours may default to closed or open. It depends on the device you use. But with that menu open, I'm going to select my channel. And I can see my channel here. I'm then going to select Video Manager, and that's right up here near my avatar. When I select Video Manager, I'm going to be taken to a new screen, and you can see I have a new menu over here to the left. I also have any videos I've created before viewable. What we're trying to do is to create a virtual copy of our instructional delivery. And in order to do that, we're going to select live streaming here. And for many of you, when you select live streaming, it might prompt you to verify your account. And to verify your account, you're going to have to select the verification button that appears, select either to receive a call or a text message with a code. I recommend selecting to receive a text message with the code. Input your mobile number. You'll receive a 6-digit code. When that comes through text messaging, you'll enter it into the box that will appear here. You'll confirm, and then you will continue and be brought to this page here. Now, when we select live streaming, you automatically default to the Stream Now option. Streaming Now entails having a live video feed that posts to YouTube that others can gather and watch. You can see over here that it requests you to set up encoding software. Encoding software is typically things like Screencaster and other sites that typically you would have to pay for, and there are restrictions on the amount of time the video can be, how many participants, if you're going to have participants, and really what you can do with that. We don't need to set up any encoding software. We're actually going to work around that and use Google's built-in encoding software, which is free, same as YouTube, called Google Hangouts on Air. And to access that, we're going to skip all of this and select Events right here under the Live Streaming tab. So Events. And you may have a different button depending on which device you're using. I happen to be using a Mac and Safari, and mine is a gray New Live Event. Yours may be blue and it may say Create New Event. Either way, it's going to do the same job. So I'm going to select New Live Event. And when I do, I'm actually taken to a demographics page. And this just lets you put in some information for organization. So the bare minimum you require is a title. You can put in a description if you want and tags. Since we're just running through the program, I'm not going to worry about it too much. If you are making this video to deliver out to parents, students, or staff, I would recommend that you take the time and go through that information to allow the video to be easily accessible. So, as I said, description, tags. What you are going to want to do, whether you're just playing around with the program or trying to make something official to send out, is alter the privacy settings. You have 3 settings. Public is the most open setting, meaning On our on our YouTube homepage, all of those videos you saw that were recommended, if your video is public, you give YouTube permission to post it there. I recommend private. Now, a private video means only you can view it. You do have the option to share with specific people, though, as necessary. Private is something you're going to want to do if you plan on working on this video. You want to make sure you review it before you send it out, or if you want to do any editing. Unlisted is similar. Nobody would be able to find it on YouTube, but it is there, it's available, and you can share it. So, I'm going to recommend private. And just so you're aware, all of this information can be edited later on. It's not as though you put it in, you start it up, and it's forever concrete. It is editable later on once you are done. So, I've got my title, I've got my share setting. I'm going to select Go Live Now. I'm going to select OK. And when I do, you can actually see that I've been taken to Google Hangouts on Air. This is our encoding software. And you can see it's going to always default to camera view. So, I'm actually in my backyard right now. I'm at home. I had some extra time, so I figured I would try to make this video and kind of show you how versatile you can be with this technology. So you're not stuck looking at me. I'm actually going to turn the camera off here, and you're stuck looking at my avatar. This video option here is one of the tools that you are primarily going to use when you're creating video tutorials, and that's so you can toggle back and forth to allow your camera to view whatever is in front of it or to not. You will also utilize the screen share function over here. And when I select that screen share function, I have 3 different options. If you're utilizing a Chromebook, you typically only have one, and that's the desktop option. The desktop option will record anything that is pulled to the front. So right now I have this box open here, but should I switch to one of these pages behind it, it's going to record those pages. Desktop is what I recommend. If you're utilizing a Chromebook, typically it's the only option. So desktop, start screen share, and you're going to see that it echoes. Moving to the page behind it, should I share information here, you can see it doesn't affect the page here. It's just this page that produces the echo. I can stop the screen share by selecting stop, and I'm back to here. So we have the camera, and we have our screen share option. If I leave my mouse static for too long, these menus at the top and to the left will disappear. To bring them back forward, you just simply hover over them. So we have these 2 elements. The other element is the Start Broadcast element. By selecting Start Broadcast and OK, you will actually initiate the encoder to record anything that's on the screen. So you can see I've now gone live. This Hangout on Air is live, and I have the 2 markers here to let me know exactly what's going on. I can see here that it's recording my voice. These green dots will increase when voice is picked up. And I would utilize these 2 elements, just as I was before, to either record myself or anything that's behind me that I may want to present. In addition, I can go ahead and share my screen. Desktop is the best option. And when I do that, I would simply toggle back here to whatever it is I'm wanting to present. And when I'm done, back to the screen here and stop. In order to record, this does need to stay open for the duration of whatever the tutorial it is requires. One unique thing about Google Hangouts on Air, besides the fact that it's free, is that it allows you to record up to 8 hours per video, which is incredibly rare for most encoders that do not cost money. So that is one option. The other option we're going to look at in a sec is how the material is transferred to YouTube once we're done. And when you are done recording, it's as simple as selecting Stop Broadcast down here. Broadcast has been successfully terminated, and again, you have the 2 elements that let you know that you are off the air. When I'm done, I'm going to select the X and just close out Google Hangouts on Air entirely. When I close that out, I can see that my video, if I've kept my YouTube page, is open here. Okay? This video can also be found in Video Manager. And I can just select Video Manager over here. And you can see here it is. It's processing, but even though it's processing, if I select this video, I do have the capability to watch it automatically. So, one of the other features that makes YouTube and Google Hangouts on Air so desirable in terms of creating video tutorials is how easily it transfers to YouTube. This video is all ready to go. If you were to create a video utilizing another encoding software, you would have to upload it, and sometimes, depending on the length of the video, that could take hours. This video here is ready to share almost immediately, also ready to edit almost immediately. If I select this video, and I should right-click it, you can see here, Get Video URL, and I can select that. And now I have the link that will allow me to send and share this video through email, through Google Classroom, through Augment, and through really any other platforms that you might utilize, a Google Doc, Google Slides. This video is ready to send out right now if I so choose. Now, moving back to the Video Manager, I do have an option to edit this video. So, say you're creating a video, it's been recording for about 45 minutes, and you find that you've slipped up, and you stop and you kind of get flustered and you start stumbling over yourself. What do? Do you just stop the video and start all over, losing all of those, losing all of that time that you've put into it? No. YouTube also provides a free video editing function, and that's over here, and it's actually called Create. And if I select Create, slowly I'll be taken to a variety of menus here. I have Audio Library, Music Policies, and Video Editor. I'm going to select Video Editor. And when I do, I'm going to be taken to YouTube's free video editing function. Now, let's say, as I said, I've been recording for 45 minutes, I make a mistake. Do I start over or do I keep going? Well, you keep going because you do have the option to clip out various parts of this video should you find them undesirable. You also have the option to add title cards, to add closed captioning, to add pictures, to go ahead and add different filters. There's quite an array of different things you can do with this video once it's done. Now, instead of me going through that, I've actually included a link to another video that articulates the process of editing a video pretty well. So if you stay tuned at the end of this video, you'll actually see a little link up here, and if you click that, it will walk you through the process of editing a video, which includes title cards and clipping out various pieces of the video or adding music. So overall, what we've just walked through is the process for creating a virtual you, and that is a virtual medium that allows you to record and then deliver digital copies of your instructional practice to others. So I hope it was helpful. Should you require any support, feel free to contact me at any time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Section of this video, we discussed creating a virtual you in the form of a video tutorial that you could utilize to push out recorded examples of your instructional delivery to parents, students, peers. What we're going to discuss now is creating a virtual you that is able to collaborate and interact with those same stakeholders utilizing Google Hangouts on Air and YouTube. So I am back to my YouTube homepage. You will sign in under your district email account. I'm actually signed in on a different account this time just so I could show you how the two accounts will interact. So At my home page, I'm again going to select my channel. I'm going to select Video Manager, and these are the same steps we take to get to Google Hangouts on Air in the first section. I'm then going to select Live Streaming. And again, I'm going to select Events right here. When I'm ready, I will select New Live Event, or some of you may have a blue button that says Create Live Event. I'm going to put in my title, and I'm going to make it public in this case. I can make it private as well, but just to do something different, we have public. I'm going to select Go Live Now. OK. And I am redirected to my Google Hangouts on Air screen. Once that loads up, you'll see that we'll have the same format that we had for the first section of the video. And again, I have my avatar. It's going to default to my camera. There I am. And as you can see again, I am at home, I am in my backyard, yet I'm still able to collaborate meaningfully with a virtual version of myself utilizing Google Hangouts on Air. So you don't have to stare at me. I'm going to pop over to my avatar. I see I have the screen share function here. And what I'm actually going to do is once this loads up, I'm going to start the broadcast, and then I'm going to utilize the Invite People element up here to pull other individuals into this. So I'm going to start the broadcast. OK. And this Hangout on Air is live, so I'm going to then select this icon here, Invite People. And I have two options. I can do Gmail or Google+. I'm actually going to utilize Gmail. I think it's easier and more seamless, and people are accustomed to utilizing it. It's going to automatically open up my Gmail account. That's why it's important for you to be linked to your district Gmail account. Otherwise, you're going to go into a personal one. You won't have the contact list necessary to engage with your peers and things of that nature. So I'm going to share this with myself. You would share this with your PLC peers, a parent, or a student if you're trying to do some virtual tutoring with them. And I'm going to send that off. Go ahead and close that message window, and we can close the Invite People window or add additional people here. Going to close it. And then the individual I've sent the link to is actually going to receive an email within their Gmail, and they're going to select that link. It's going to automatically engage Google Hangouts on Air for them. And they just simply need to agree to the terms and conditions for utilizing Google Hangouts on Air. It typically warns them of any privacy concerns they may have. Just like our video tutorial, we are recording this collaborative exchange. Some people may be uncomfortable with that and they can choose not to join. But it is actually a great tool because say we're having a PLC and someone wasn't able to come, well, we're able to deliver this video to them so they can see what we discussed. Say you're tutoring someone virtually, you're able to take this recording, share it out to them, and they can review it as many times as they want. So on my other screen, I'm going to go ahead and join. And you can see I've actually popped up here, and I can view myself here. And if I select this participant, I'm able to see their screen. They are able to actually engage the screen share function and share materials, as you can see here. And then I can always go back as the moderator to my screen and similarly screen share information with them. As the moderator, I do have the capability to select individuals and control whether or not they're seen. I can hide them, I can control their sound, or I can end their participation within this. So as you see, you are able, if I open up those videos again for both of us, you are able to interact in real time with each other, share information with each other, and really have a virtual meeting or a virtual PLC that can be just as effective as an in-person PLC. So once I'm done, once we have I've exchanged all the information we need, I'm going to stop broadcast. And once I terminate that call, let's go back to my avatar. All right, I'm going to shut down Google Hangouts on Air. And you can see I've actually created a copy of that exchange that can then be shared with any absent participants. It can, in addition, if I'm working with a student doing some virtual tutoring, I can share that out to them again, and that's as simple as right-clicking the screen, get video URL, and then sharing that out to them, copy and paste, whether it's in an email or some other form that you desire. So, I hope you see some of the benefits of engaging collaboratively within virtual mediums. This is effective, as I said, for PLC groups, to do virtual trainings. With virtual trainings and PLC groups, there is a limit of 15 individuals at one time to engage with Google Hangouts on Air. So as long as you have 15 or less, this is the perfect medium for that. There is an additional function of Google Hangouts on Air you can utilize with YouTube for mass amounts of people, and we'll discuss that next. So thanks for sticking around again. The final component of the Creating a Virtual You session involves streaming live through YouTube and Google Hangouts on Air. The reason you would utilize this function is if you have groups of individuals you would like to present information to that are larger than 15. Any groups under 15 can utilize just the Google Hangouts on Air invite function because it's more collaborative. You can interact on a greater level and share information. Streaming allows you to be an individual presenter for a large group of participants that simply watch the presentation. They can comment, and we'll look at that in a second. But typically, it's to a large degree to disseminate information to a whole campus that might be time sensitive, or the district utilizing this to disseminate information to a large group of people that might be time sensitive. Just like any of the other elements we have created today, video tutorials and collaborative environments with this, it does create a recording that can then be shared later. So I'm already in Google Hangouts, and instead of utilizing the invite people function, what I'm going to do in order to stream live is to share my screen, and I'm going to share the desktop screen. And then I'm actually going to utilize this function right here. And if I select links, which is right down here, bottom right corner, I'm going to receive two different codes. I'm going to take the top code, the YouTube page code. And what I'm going to do is copy this, and then I'm going to go into my email, compose, send this to whatever individuals I desire, and then insert a link utilizing this icon down here. I'll paste that link in there, select OK, and send it on its way. The individuals that receive the email will simply click the link, which will direct them to this page. And I'm going to go ahead and paste it. As you can see here, it's actually directing them and I'm going to pause it, it'll direct them to a YouTube page where they will receive your information with about a 10-second delay. So as you can see, I'm still streaming live through Google Hangouts on Air, and that live stream can be watched through YouTube utilizing that link we took down here, this top link. Participants are able to watch the information in semi-real time. As I said, there is about a 10-second delay depending on technology. And they are able to send messages to the individual that's leading the presentation through this live chat function here. It's a very simple feature of the program. As I said, it's mostly for large groups. I don't see it being utilized too much, but as all the other videos that we've created today, when you are done, you simply select Stop Broadcast here.